Last night, it's 6:30 at night, okay, in the middle of a hospital. It's quiet, nothing going on, although we don't really use the Q word. Murphy's Law says once you say it's quiet, then all of a sudden it's not. So anyway, in the radiology department, it's quiet. We stopped taking walk-ins on the weekends because we're short-staffed, and that's a whole other thing. I'll get into that some other time. But it's like 6:30 at night. We stopped seeing patients at 3:30. Let's just say, for example, it was a weekday. We stopped seeing patients at 3:30. We certainly don't see walk-ins on the weekends. Sunday night, and I get a call on the phone. I get a call on the main line. Says, yeah, I'm here for an x-ray. I'm like, oh, okay. Now, that doesn't mean that he's wrong. That person might be there from ortho. They might have a cast and just need a post-cast film, something like that. So I go out and I check it out. I'm going to, treat every patient equally. So I go out and there's this guy, maybe mid-50s, bald head, looks a little bit older with his little hot tamale wife. And I'm like, yes, sir, can I help you? Like, yeah, I'm here for an x-ray. I'm like, oh, okay. Are you coming up from ortho or one of the clinics or the ER? What's going on? He's like, no, I got seen in town last week and I need to get my x-rays. I was like, oh, well, I'm sorry, sir. We're not open for walk-ins right now. We're only open for emergencies. And he says, what are you talking about? You're like, well, sir, there's a sign right there. It says it says we're open Monday through Friday, 0700 to 15:30. And like, I apologize for any inconvenience, sir. He's like, well, we drove all the way down here from Temecula. Now, if you don't know, Temecula from San Diego, that's about 50 or so miles as the crow flies. And the idea that you drove from Temecula all the way down to Naval Center, San Diego, just for an x-ray on a Sunday night is ridiculous. And everybody knows that's ridiculous. They were in town for dinner or visiting friends, and they say, hey, you know what? Let me knock out this x-ray while I'm down here. Let me see if I can use my pull and knock out an x-ray on a weekend. That's just, I don't know. I don't know why people have to do it like that sometimes. There are just some people out there who just don't want to come in during regular business hours and they think they're special. I don't know. I've never stood outside of a Target at 1 o'clock in the morning trying to get some whatever Target sells. I don't know. But it would never occur to me, but some people just think that's their prerogative. I don't know. But anyway, again, I apologize. I apologize, sir. I'm really sorry for any inconvenience, but yeah, unfortunately, we're not open for walk-ins right now. And he cuts me off. He says, okay. First of all, it's chief, not sir. Understand? It's chief. And I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay. I guess that's how so I'm kind of like, I'm not going to shoot it. I'm not going to give him what he wants. So I just kind of take a step back and I'm like, all right, I see what we're dealing with now. So he tells me he's a chief, and I guess that's supposed to get me pissing down my leg, which it doesn't. So I say, all right, chief, I apologize. I didn't know you were a chief because you came in here with, tan cargo shorts and a polo shirt and some flip-flops. I didn't know that's what chiefs wore. I thought they wore khakis and anchors, but that's okay. No worries. Chief, I'll call you what you want. So I say, well, Chief, I apologize, but we're not going to be able to see you right now. Please come back Monday through Friday, 07 to 15:30. I feel like I've said that for the 5th time, and he's just hemming and hawing back and forth. And, with the whole, oh, it's Chief, not sir. Now I'm trying not to be a jerk because my boss says I can't be a jerk anymore no matter what. So I'm trying, I like my boss, so I'm trying not to make more work for him. So I'm just kind of backing off, being professional. So, again, it's like, oh, I know the CMC, I know this person, I know that person, I'm like, well, sir, I apologize again for the last time. I feel like I'm apologizing so much, but I'm sorry, we're not open for walk-ins right now. Please come back during our regular business hours. Ting. So at this point, the guy takes a step towards me, reaches out, and rips off my badge, off my jacket. And he says, I'll tell you something right now, HM2 Jones. And after he says that, he reads it off, he flings it across the lobby. And I'm like, okay, man, my hands are shaking. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're... I'm like, and he's just, I'll tell you, he's just throwing rap battle threats at me now. I know the CMC, I know the CO, the XO. I'm going to call your department head, your chief, your divo. I'm going to call all these people, and I'm going to tell you something. We'll see what we'll see, pal. I'm like, and he's like up in my face. He's not up in my face, but he's pretty close. So I just tell him, well, sir, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to wait till Monday morning at 0700 if you want to talk to any of those people. And he's, oh, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, you're a comedian now, right? You think you're funny? You think you're a comedian now? Okay, we'll just see. We'll just see, HM2. We'll just see what we'll see. And he takes his little wife and he walks up. His wife, who was standing there looking mortified, by the way, just like, she didn't say anything, but she was just kind of like, ugh, you know.